Hello everybody, good evening. It's time for Nighttime with Nelly. Who's jumping on to this week's live Nighttime with Nelly? And it's been a while, hasn't it? Because I've been on my holidays. Yes, I have been on my holidays. Good evening, one and all. Welcome, flower pots, wherever you're watching me from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are joining this live broadcast from. It's Aunty Nelly and it's Nighttime with Nelly. And I've not been here for 2 weeks because I've been on my holidays. Can you tell? It's bronzer. It's bronzer. I'm pretending I've got a tan, but I haven't. But I did get my roots done yesterday, so it's all good. And my nails. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen it. I'm not going to lift my feet up because I've probably knocked fucking tripod over. I think I've gone a bit fucking bronzer happy. Not going to lie. But here I am. 2 weeks off, so we've got a big show tonight. So get yourself sorted, sat down, get a drink, put your feet up. This is an over 18s only show. Strong language and talk of a sexual nature throughout, and viewer discretion is advised. Any advice I do give on tonight's show is purely for entertainment purposes, okay? So if your fanny smells of Fleetwood Docs, get to doctor. If the end of your cock is a luminous green, get to doctor. Okay, do not wait for your message to be filtered through for me to read it. On another note, if you do want me to read a message, then please write into the page with any Nighttime with Nelly Sunday services or any review requests. So what have I been up to? Olivia came from London for a week and we spent every single day together. We had an absolute fucking ball. Olivia, Ben and little Hartley Blue. Oh, it was so lovely having Hartley Blue. Olivia said, he's not sleeping on your bed, Mum. He's in a right good routine. I said, all right then. So first night I said, Hartley, do you want to come up to bed with Mummy? And he did do, and he lasted about 2 hours, and then he won't sleep with me in again. So there we go. When you do write into the page, very good advice there. No War and Peace. If we do have any trolls on tonight, please alert me to them, because I've got a special button where I can fuck them off and get them banned. So that's that. So where are you watching me from? Someone said they're in New York. Hello there in New York. I'm assuming it's morning time in New York. Am I correct? Yeah, so I've said, if anybody comments on your comments with gift, competition, winner, prize, it's a scam. Don't fall for it. I'm doing panto. Have you seen that? I'm doing panto. I am doing panto. I'm back in panto, summer panto, and I am playing Mrs. Polyflower Potts in Beauty and the Beast. So please, please, please look on my page. I've put all the details there should you want to come and see me. Tickets are on sale now. Tale as old as time. And you'll hear more of that should you come and see me. So yes, I had a fabulous time with my little girl, my Hartley Blue, and Olivia's partner Ben. It was absolutely wonderful. But the fun's now stopped and it's back to work. But tonight's going to be quite a long show because I've got to catch up where I've missed off, haven't I? So shall we get going? Because I've chatted enough shit, haven't I? Let's get going. If anybody does send me any stars tonight, it is very much appreciated. Honestly, I can't tell you how thankful I am. It really does help me as a creator. Thank you. Dear Aunty Nelly. Anonymous, please. Everybody who writes into the page is now anonymous because all the names and wherever they are in the world is filtered out. So not even I know who you are. I need some help. Oh, don't we all? My boyfriend and I have been together for nearly a year on 3rd of June. Oh, it'll be a year. Does she mean this June or fucking last June? The first few months was great in bedroom department, but now we don't have sex at all. Oh, okay. I have caught him out a few times wanking himself off. And he's been watching porn and following women on Facebook that do videos with the boobs out. I didn't think you were allowed to do anything like that. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll start doing that. I don't know what to do anymore. He says he is sorry and that he won't do it again. What, won't watch the women on Facebook with the tits out, or won't wank again? I've given him 2 chances now, thinking he will change, but I've caught him again 2 mornings ago in the kitchen at 5 in the morning, having a wank. Oh dear God. I have told him I can't put up with it anymore. I feel low, and why doesn't he have sex with me anymore? I don't know what I've done wrong. Can you help me, please? Thank you. Can I put my fan on? If I put my fan on, right, and it's really loud, will you tell me? I've got my fan on now, but tell me if it's too loud and I'll switch it off. It's just that I'm a bit hot. Right, so you've been together a year and it's already gone off boil, Andy. It's already gone off boil. There's no such thing as the honeymoon period. I think it's all about consistency. Now, whether you start a relationship, even though we have dips and ups and it's a bit like a roller coaster, it shouldn't be a case of you begging for sex a year in. It shouldn't be a case of him not wanting to fulfill your sexual needs. And this is obviously having an effect on your self-esteem and your self-confidence, because you're now wondering what you've done wrong. You've done absolutely nothing wrong, sweetheart. He likes having a wank. He's never going to not like having a wank. In a relationship, it's all right to have a wank. It's fine. It's fine. It's normal. You're not cheating. It's all right to watch porn and have a wank. That's fine. It's normal. It's not cheating. In watching women on internet with their tits out and having a wank, that's also fine. It's not cheating. What's not fine is the fact that you're saying, why don't we have sex anymore? And he's saying, I'm not really up to it, but he's off having a fucking sneaky wank at 5 AM in the kitchen before he goes to work. Do you know what I mean? He's wasting that erection as far as I'm concerned. So, you know, there's no right time or wrong time to have sex. So there's no reason why he couldn't be physical with you. So there is a problem in this relationship. He either admits that there's a problem, as in he's got some sort of erection problem where he's frightened if he does start making love to you, it won't last very long. Or, because it doesn't sound to me like he's not getting the sexual urges, he is. So why doesn't he not want to put them into play in the bedroom with you? Do you understand? So that's what I'd be asking him. Is it because you don't think you can last long enough? Can you not get it up for as long as you used to? Is it me? Just tell me. Sit him down at the hashtag kitchen table. Sit him down and say, listen, Flower, I'm not being funny, but we're only a year in and I'm not ready to be a nun. So we either get back into being intimate, and I'm not saying we have to go straight back into penetration, get back to knowing each other's bodies again, you know, being physical in an intimate way with lots of foreplay. And if he says, no, I don't fancy it, then you've got to ask yourself the question, do you really want to be with somebody? Do you really want to be with somebody who no longer wants to satisfy your sexual desires? Because when we're not having sex with our partner and we start questioning it, it's natural for us to think it's our fault. So ask him all the questions, put it all on the kitchen table for him and see what he says. And if it's a case of he prefers having a wank to shagging you, then off he fucks. There's the front door, hashtag bye Felicia. There's just, do you know what I mean? There's just, he wakes up with an hard on. He could like prod you back and like give you a quickie before he goes to work, or I don't know, you know, you could have a wank together. There's just no excuse for it. It's not like he's saying that he's got no sexual desire, because he has. So, and if you can also write back into the page and tell me what Facebook site it is that has these women getting their tits out, because, you know, times are hard. We've been in COVID and savings don't last that long, and your Aunty Nelly's got tits she could be getting out. Get them out on a beach, so it's no fucking different. Here we go. Dear Aunty Nelly, my husband and I have been married for 10 years. It will be, can you see how sweaty I am there? I'm sweating. If you can hear it fan, tell me, I'll switch it off. My husband and I have been married for 10 years, nearly 11. In 99, what does she mean? In 1999, he got to where he wanted to be with another female. So I let him. But we stayed together. I fought for him and he got rid of her. Oh, now he wants to swing and I'm not for that. It's like he says that if I don't let him swing, then I need to dress like a bad girl and talk dirty. I'm not that type of person. satisfy him so I don't lose him? Oh, excuse me. Or is it too late? Well, number one, there's no way on God's green earth I'd have been fucking fighting for somebody who fucked off with another woman. Number one. Number two, he's clearly not getting his sexual needs met. And he's taking the piss out of you. He's pushing boundaries. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we swing? No, I don't want to swing. Well, if you don't want to swing, then dress like this and say this and do this. It's all on his fucking terms. What are you getting from it? What have you got to fucking lose here? Who the fuck is he? Reggae Jean-Paul? Tom Hardy? Is he fuck? I'm not being funny, sweetheart, but when we're being asked to do things in the bedroom and they don't feel comfortable, it's non-consensual. Non-consensual means that it's sexual assault. And we don't play those kind of games. They're not nice. He sounds to me like it's all his way or the highway. Well, you know what? Show him the front door. There's another one. Hashtag fucking bye Felicia. Is it too late? Yeah, because if you say yeah now to getting dressed up and talking dirty and swinging, then what's he going to say in another 10 years fucking time? Fucking shit on my chest or something? I mean, where is he going with this? Why is he not satisfied in a loving relationship with his beautiful wife? And if he isn't, then it's time to call it a day. Oh, I'm so hot in it. Oh, it's hot in it. It is hot. Rained a bit before, but not enough. Dear Aunty Nelly, I haven't had sex. I haven't for a while, sweetheart. It's fucking healing up. I haven't had sex, but my period was so late, I only had some brown stuff in my knickers, which looked like shit. Definitely a flower pot. But it wasn't. Is this normal? Also, my tits are sore. Is this normal? Or should I see a doctor? You're only allowed one, dear Aunty Nelly. Where are we going? Also, I was wondering, this is the third bit. So I've had brown shit in my knickers. Is it normal? My tits are sore. Is it normal? Should I see a doctor? Also, I was wondering, can you get pregnant in a swimming pool without having sex? Right. Sometimes our periods are all over the place, right? And we can have light periods, we can have heavy periods, we can have brown coloured periods, we can have bright red periods, we can have periods that have clots in. Periods are all different for everybody, and it's okay sometimes if one's a little bit unusual to the other one, but if there's anything that's concerning you, see your doctor. If your tits are sore, see your doctor. If it's something that's continuous and it's not a case of, you know, you're still going through puberty and you're still growing, or you've not been running up and down the stairs or whatever, you've not done anything, they're just sore on a regular basis, go and see a doctor. Can you get pregnant in a swimming pool? No. Lots of chlorine and shit in it that people have to put in it by law to keep it quite clean. So no. And I doubt you're pregnant by your shitty knickers and your sore tits because you haven't had sex. And to get pregnant, you usually need to be penetrated by a penis that then ejaculates inside your vagina whilst you're ovulating. Or had a penis that's been near you and is ejaculated and there might be a bit of spunk on the end of it and it's crawled up, or it's on his fingers or whatever. There are ways you can get pregnant other than him right deep inside. But I'd go and see a doctor, and don't be frightened about swimming. You'll not get pregnant, darling, just by swimming. And I'd not have sex. You haven't had sex, and I wouldn't have sex not till you've matured. I've got some water here. I don't know why I'm not drinking it. I am writing in anonymously for Nighttime in LA. All right then. I appreciate you taking time to read and reflect on my message. Oh, how nice is that to start? I'm currently in a gay relationship with a great man who is 26. I'm 28 and our age difference is not necessarily an issue. Oh, hang on a minute, no. He's 36 and he's 28. The issue is we've been together for 1.5 years and not had sexual intercourse. Fucking hell, you must have fucking blue balls. Early on we came close and we have fooled around. Blowjobs here and there, but any intimacy now is becoming minimal. I know part of this is on me, but I have been rejected so many times that I really cannot listen to more excuses for avoiding sex. I also don't press too hard now because I feel my partner should want to be intimate with me rather than me keep asking. In the past, I've been with people who have a high sex drive, so I have never been too concerned about sex. I wouldn't cheat even though I've not been having sex. I think it would be nice once or twice a week, that's all. I don't know what my next course of action should be because we have talked about this and I've made it clear what I want. But he's still not willing to do it. I think he is into something with feet. I think he might be a bit kinky. Do you think it's insecurity? What do you think I should do? I'm just taking kitchen table. Right, so kitchen table's going to be fucking busy, I can see. Get to kitchen table and say, listen, when we first met, you were sucking my dick, I was sucking your dick, and, you know, a year and a half later, here we are. I don't think age is an issue, so I'm not going to go down that road. But how do you fancy just being friends? Because I like having sex, and I'm not ready to stop having sex, but me and you are not having sex. So how's about we just like crack on as mates, because I don't want to cheat on you and I'd like to have sex. Just put it out there. Just put it out there. You're not ready to stop having sex. He doesn't want to have sex, and just see what he says. So then if he says, oh my God, no, I don't want to not be with you, and say, well, what is it then? Is it some kind of kinky shit that you like doing? Because you can tell me anything. You know, what is it? What is it that I need to do in the bedroom that'll turn you on? Because I'm at a loss and I'm sick of asking because I feel like I'm begging. And I think always, the minute you start begging for sex in a relationship, get out. So just ask him if he just wants to be mates. And then that will give him, I am sweating like a fucking bastard. That will give him the option. You've put the ball in his court then, and you've actually probably shit him up a bit as well then. So it's up to him then, isn't it, what he decides to do. But yeah, if you're not ready to stop having sex and your partner won't fuck you, do you know what I mean? I've been with my partner 5 years, Aunty Nelly, and most nights we wake up in having sex at middle at night. Ha ha ha. Is this normal? Oh, I'd like that. I'd like somebody to wake me up at night having sex with me. Whoever's watching this, if they're going to be my next boyfriend, I do consent to being woken in the middle of the night by you prodding me. That would be very nice. Ha ha ha. As long as you're both alright about it and you've not alarmed each other by doing it, then yeah, it's normal. Moving on. Dear Aunty Nelly, I just need some advice. Me and my partner for a baby, but we're not having any luck. Right, I just need some advice. Me and my partner are trying for a baby. Sometimes I have to back it up because half of it's missing. Victim elder is a troll, needs deleting. Oh, have we got a troll? Woohoo! Where's the troll? Come on, troll, and then I can press my little button. And you go straight to Facebook and you get your account took off you. Where is it, Jen Castleman? Victim elder. You see, sometimes what the trolls do, they're really clever. You can see them and they can see you. Exactly. But I can't see them because they might have blocked me. Do you get me? So if I see it, I'll block it. But if they've done that thing, then I can't see it. But I'll just put an alert on. And then my Facebook editor will... Hang on. What's they called? Victim Eldrew. Right. My Facebook manager now should block them. Right. And they'll get their account took off them. Right. Okay. We're trying for a baby. We're not having any luck. I don't know whether it's because we only focus on that and not having love sex. Just trying to fall pregnant. I'm just wondering if you may have any advice how we can make things more loving instead of just being focused on this one thing. I don't know what you're asking. I don't know what you're asking. I think Chloe, my Facebook manager, took him off because she's just sent a thumbs up. Right, so, I don't like this one, what? My partner, babe, because it says sex in the message, it's come through to night time with Nelly, but I think it should be a Sunday service. So you're just only having sex to have a baby, you're not having sex for fun of it. Right, so stop thinking about getting pregnant and just enjoy intimacy with your partner, and when it happens. Rather than keep thinking, oh, I'm going to get pregnant this time, or dragging him to the bedroom because your temperature's a certain heat and you're ovulating. You know, years ago, we never had all these worries and that. You got pregnant. Just crack on with what you're doing, and if it's not working, go and see your doctor. Yeah? I've never heard of what? Never heard of having your account took off yet. Nathan Blink Hall. Have you not, Nathan? You want to speak to my Facebook manager? She looks at all trolls and scammers. And they do something. I don't know what they do. They look at their... this is me I did a meeting last week with Facebook, and I'm going to try and say something now. It'd be wrong. They look at the IP address and where it's from, and then when they've linked the IP address or something, they can disable something or something. Does that sound all right? So they do that, Nathan Blingle. There you go. Hi, Aunty Nelly. Hello. Please, please, please keep this anonymous. I really need help, I was. Oh, no, we're not having that one. No. We never, ever on Nighttime with Nelly talk about anything that has to do with abuse, sex with animals, or children. I will be reporting your message. Disgusting. Dear Aunty Nelly, where do I begin? Oh God, it's fucking War and Peace. Oh dear, no, please. I split with my ex-husband 4 years ago. Fell out of love but remained great friends. I've been seeing a guy who's okay, but there isn't any common interest, but the sex is fantastic. Anyway, I've moved in with him, but still texting smut to my ex-husband. I was weak. I know. He was the instigator in the messages. He was engaged to someone else. Anyway, his fiancée found out. She wasn't very happy, but she never liked me anyway. So I then removed him from my phone. Well then, we had no contact, but after a couple of months, we ran into each other and had sex. I started popping round once a week for a shag. Have you not got spell check? Can anybody tell me, do you get spell check on email? Unbeknown to me, while my ex was shagging me and I was shagging my new man, my ex was shagging an old flame. Advice, please. I don't know what you're asking me. Do you want to go back out with your ex? Do you want to move out the house of the fella that you've got no interest with but he's a good fuck and go back with your ex because you can't stop texting him and you can't stop fucking him? What the fuck are you actually fucking playing at? What are you doing? Why are you spoiling? Oh, it's hot tonight, isn't it? Let me turn my fan on, up. If that's a bit noisy, tell me. Why do these people, right, why do they not have, why do they go with new partners when they haven't finished what they were fucking doing? When they've got unfinished business with their exes? Why don't these two cheating cunt exes, toxic exes, stop with each other and stop spoiling everybody else's fucking lives? And why have you moved in with somebody when you've no common interest? You can't fucking move in with somebody just because he's a good fucking shag. Fuck that shit. What the fuck are you actually doing? You're telling me that your ex's ex found the text she didn't like you anyway. Well, she won't like you now anyway, will she? And then you're telling me that your ex is still shagging you and you're still living with the one who's good at sex, but now he's got a girlfriend. So you both still... fucking, I tell you what, you need to crawl back under the fucking cheating cunt rock that you've both fucking come out of, and you need to live happily fucking under it. Get under your cheating cunt bridge. Fuck off to the land of kingdom cunt. That's where you two fucking belong. Don't bother writing in again, because I ain't got advice for you. I haven't got advice for cheating cunts. You're coming to me with a problem when you've brought this all on your own fucking doorstep. You shit on your doorstep and you're shitting on your past doorstep. And then you've got a problem that now he's got a girlfriend and he's cheating on her, but you've been cheating all the way through it. You've never been fucking loyal. Oh. And he can't be right good at sex, this fella you're living with, if you keep having sex with your ex. Can he? Get tired sometimes of these cheaters. Did anybody ever used to watch that show? We're American and it were called Cheaters. Did anybody used to watch Cheaters? It's old fashioned. It was like on in 90s when I was like right young in my 20s. So did anybody ever used to watch Cheaters? Anybody? I did, and it were right good. And if any TV production companies are watching, I will be the host of Cheating if you want to bring it back. And I know where the cheaters are. They're all in my fucking inbox. Dear Aunty Nelly, my boyfriend has erectile dysfunction and he takes medication, but nothing seems to help. When it comes to us having sex, he comes before he's even got it in. Oh, it just leaves me with a mess on my belly. Better than on your sheets though. Just think you're not having to strip it morning and change that wet patch. Always look for positive, glass half full kind of girl. He's 24 stone, smokes and drinks, and he snores. Hey, he's a right fucking catch, him. Has he got a brother? I wear earplugs at night, but they don't really help. I don't want to hurt his feelings, so I tell him I've had a good night's sleep, although I can't remember the last time I did. I'm 32, he's 38, and we've been together for 3 years. Can you help me with his snoring or his sex life? Right, well, smoking and drinking heavily and him being obese probably won't be assisting his snoring. So that would have to be something you'd have to go and seek GP about. As for his erectile dysfunction, maybe his smoking and his drinking and his unhealthy lifestyle, maybe it's affecting his libido. Just because he's not actually able to get an hard on and he's taking tablets for erectile dysfunction doesn't mean to say that when he's come on your belly that he can't continue and make sure that you come. You know, what does it mean that you just end up with a messy belly and that's it? Sex has stopped because he's had a fucking good time and then he goes and snores outside of you? You're not having a right nice time, are you? So rather than 3 years in, excuse me, I nearly burped then. Rather than 3 years in, keep telling lies and living a lie as much as you love him, I think you need to just highlight the fact that you don't think he's very healthy and you're worried about his health. Because all joking aside here, unless he actually gets his health seen to, which could probably be the cause of most of his problems, the fact that he's obese, he's smoking heavily, he's drinking heavily, as you've put, you know, then things are not going to improve. But, you know, he's snoring. I can't stop him snoring. I can't tell you how to have a good sex life, but I would certainly tell him that you're concerned about his health and you think it's affecting him in other aspects of his life. And would he mind going seeing a GP and getting it fucking sorted? I can't do with snoring. It's a deal breaker for me. It's an absolute fucking deal breaker. I can't do with it. One of my exes snored and it was that loud that I used to get up at middle at night and come home from his house, and then I used to send him videos and say, if you want to know why I'm not at your house when you've woke up, it's because of this. It was that loud, you could hear it outside while I was sat in car ready to go with his bedroom window open. There's something not right there. I can't do with snoring. It's a question I ask on my Bumble. It's one of the questions I ask, do you snore? Because I can't do with it. And then if he were just coming on my belly and then going night, and I'm laid there and I'm not even fucking having a good time, fuck off. Go and fucking have a wanking bathroom and come into a fucking tissue. I think he needs a well-managed checkup. I think he does. And I think I'd go down the avenue of, look, you need to get it fucking sorted. You do. Because this is not working for me. You know, don't tell him you've been lying. Just say things have got worse. Oh, here we go. Can you hear that fan? Can you hear the fan? No? Is it all right? Can I keep it on? I've gone a bit sick again. I feel a bit sick. Ooh. Bit of a weird one here, Aunty Nelly. We love a weird. My girlfriend decided to buy a full-length mirror for the side of our bed so we could watch ourselves having sex. I didn't think much of it, but was looking forward to seeing our bodies together from different angles. It turned me on at the thought of it. I thought it was kinky. After a couple of sessions, I realised she wasn't actually looking at me. No, she wasn't actually looking at us. She was only looking at herself. She was saying things like, oh yeah, I look so hot. Can anybody ever say they've ever said that in bed? Oh yeah, I look so hot. Weird. I look so hot like this. Fuck me now while I look so good. When she would say things like this, she would then not let me see. She would just stand a certain way so I couldn't see myself, which was really putting me off. If I put my head in a position where she could see me in the mirror, she would push it out the way. Oh, so basically, she just likes seeing herself and what she can see. But she can't see me, and it's clear she doesn't want to. I don't want to use the mirror during sex anymore, but she always wants to. Apart from me smashing it, what can I do? Oh, so she wanted to get a bit, he thought we were going to be a bit kinky and have a bit of sex with a mirror outside at bed. So she's got this mirror outside at bed, and it sounds to me like she's looking at mirror and she's going, yeah, fuck me now, while I look like this. And he's going, oh, all right then. And then when he's trying to get to her, she's going, no, don't put your face in it. And he's thinking, sounds to me like the only person that's turning her on is herself, flower. Sounds to me like she's got delusions of grandeur and she fancies herself in more than one way. That would put me right off. I mean, it's all right watching yourselves, you know, either through a video you may have taken of yourselves during your sex session or having a mirror and you can both see each other. But the fact that she only wants to watch herself and you're not allowed to get your face in. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the best at sex? Obviously her. She thinks that she's just brilliant, doesn't she? So, talking of mirror, mirror, I've just signed a contract to do Panto at Christmas in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I don't know how long you've been with her. I don't know whether you live together, but I'd certainly not smash the mirror because that's criminal damage. I don't know who the mirror belongs to. But just say to her, listen, why do you push my face out at way when I come in mirror? Why can I not look in mirror? Because you only want to look at yourself. What's going on? You're not fucking taping it for OnlyFans, are you? And I don't know about it. What's happening? And, you know, I thought it was going to be something different. I'm not enjoying it, so it's not consensual. I'm not willing to do it again. I'll leave it at that. Just tell her that you don't want to have sex in mirror again. So, what's that poem? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? The mirror laughed and gave a grunt and said, it's definitely not you, you cheeky little cunt. Oh, yeah. The mirror laughed and gave a grunt and said, "It's definitely not you, you cheeky little cunt." Yay! Why does she not want to see him in mirror as well? Why? She fucking loves us. I bet she fucking fingers herself right and fucking middle when she's on her own in mirror. I bet she does. I'm not saying she's got a fucking one of them cameras in there out like that. Not saying that, but you never know. You know, these things that she might be a bit of a narcissist. I think she fancies herself, doesn't she? I don't know why I'm so hot today. But then again, it's just that time of month where I'm really menopausal. I think I might be doing one of them funny phantom ovulatings. Are we all having a nice time? What time is it? We've a few more to go yet. Shall we get on? Let's get on. Long story short. Oh, I love it when they say that and then it's War and Peace. I mean, how fucking long would it have been? Fucking encyclopedia? Long story short, I got sent home from work ill and I found my wife in her silk dressing gown. Oh, making the bed. She said that she had to have a lie down as she'd been ill. Oh, but it didn't sit right with me, Aunty Nelly. Oh, right, okay. She said that, Oh, she said, no, she didn't say that at all. She said she'd not, right. He's come home from work because he were ill. And then when he's come home, she's got silk dressing gown on and he's found her making bed. And he said, "What's up?" And she said, "I had to have a lie down because I'm not feeling so clever." Right. So then he thought, that's not right, that. So I decided to spy on her. Oh, I hid in the back street. And there it was, clear as day. My glasses are not very clear with this steam. My neighbour appeared at the back door and my wife let him in. After 5 minutes, I walked straight in the back door and up to our bedroom and saw them having sex. The rest is a blur. And all I know is I threw our neighbour out and then went for a long walk. My wife has admitted the affair was going on for 6 months. She's very sorry. She wants me to forgive her and work on our marriage. We want to try again, but I'm struggling. We have tried to have sex since, but I can't even get a hard on. Where do I go from here, Aunty Nelly? Oh, heck. I mean, oh, you got to be careful, haven't you? Like I've said, when you go through your partner's phones or you start spying on them or you're listening to conversation, you've got to be careful what you might find. The fact that you've tried to have sex since and you sat down with your wife, she's admitted it, and she said, "I want you to forgive me." Have you forgive her? Because if you haven't forgive her for a cheating with your neighbour for 6 months, then you're going to have all these blockages and that you're cock blocking yourself. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's still on your mind because I don't think you've been able to forgive her. You're certainly not forgotten. And the trust has gone. You know, your wife who you've been with maybe a long time. And I'm not saying couples can't get back together once affairs have been done. But have you thought about maybe a little bit of marriage counselling? Maybe go and see a marriage counsellor who can talk these things through with you. When your wife's apologised, you know, what did she actually apologise for? Why did she have an affair? What was missing in your marriage? You know, before you start jumping back into a full married relationship and before you start having a full physical sexual relationship again, I think there's a lot of ground here you need to go over. And that may be a case of that you may not get back together, but just her saying sorry and you going, "All right, then we'll try again," is not enough. Why did she cheat in the first place? Why? Why would she have stopped the affair had you have not found out? Number 2, where is the neighbour? Have you been and spoke to the neighbour? Has he been around and apologised? Does she still see the neighbour? I think there's a lot of things here that you need to discuss. I really do. I don't think it's as cut and dried as her saying sorry and then cracking back on. I think you need to go and see a relationship counsellor. I really do. Marriage counsellor. They're fantastic. There's lots of things online. And if you don't want to feel like you want to take that step, then I think you need to ask all these questions I've just asked you. How long had the affair been going on? Why did the affair go on? What was missing in your marriage? Had you have not caught them, would it have still been going on today? These are questions you need answering, and I think this is why you're not able to get an erection with your wife, because you've probably got all these unanswered questions. And I always say, when a partner apologises for hurting you, is it a sincere apology? Have they just said sorry? Or have they actually said sorry and then explained the reason why they're sorry? Does she know what she's sorry for? Is it just for that moment when you caught her? Is that what she's sorry for? Because she needs to be sorry for a hell of a lot more than that. And she needs to understand that before you can even think about embarking on a new relationship. I mean, fucking hell, talk about love thy fucking neighbour. She's not, if she's religious, she's fucking got 10 commandments wrong, let me tell you. I'll send our Joanne round if she's struggling. Dear Aunty Nelly, for fuck's sake, oh God almighty, that's how it started. I've only gone and fucked my wife's brother. Oh, let me turn the fan up. Is it too loud now? If it's too loud, I can turn it off. I've only gone and fucked my wife's brother. Oh, he is my brother-in-law, but he lives abroad and was over visiting. We don't see him that much, but after a night of heavy drink... Oh, I'm nearly sick then. When I get really hot like this, and I have a menopausal moment and start having hot flushes, I usually vomit. So I do apologise. I've swallowed it. I spewed a bit in my mouth and I've just swallowed it. Not attractive. And then I wonder why I can't get a boyfriend. Right, so he come over visiting. We don't see him that much. After a night of heavy drinking, my missus went up to bed and it was just the two of us, 2 lads. Hey, 2 lads. Just 2 lads. I put a porno on and he said his dick was rock hard and got it out and showed me. And I said, oh no, he got his dick out, it was rock hard. He showed it me and said, I need a wank. So I said, don't let me stop you. So he started wanking. I was hard watching the porno with him. So I also got my cock out. And we were both wanking. And then things just went from there. It was fucking incredible. It was the best sex that I've ever had. I know he's seeing another fella over where he lives and I feel so jealous. Yet I do care for my missus. We've been married for 18 years. Before I went up to bed, he said it was just a one-off, but I just can't help wondering now whether I am bisexual. I've never thought about anything like this before. I just don't know what to do. Please help me, Aunty Nelly. Does that happen? Does that happen when lads are like watching porn? Do they all get the cocks out and wank off together? Does that happen? I don't know if that happens. And if it does happen, do they all just sit there and have a wank and come and then just like do the pants up and that's it? Or do they like help each other out and just like, because it don't matter, because it's just... I think, yeah, you probably are bisexual and that's okay. Questioning your sexuality like that, don't put too much pressure on yourself. We could say it was in the heat of the moment. We could say you'd had too much to drink. But I always think that alcohol lowers your inhibitions and it may make you do certain things that maybe you wouldn't do it sober, but it certainly doesn't change your morals. And regardless of whether you're bisexual or not, you're married and you have been for 18 years. So you've cheated on your wife. But not only have you cheated on your wife, you've kept it in the fucking family. And you fucked her brother. And now you're jealous that her brother's fucked off back abroad and he's got a fucking boyfriend. Because you're after a bit more cock, aren't you? So yeah, you're definitely questioning your bisexuality or your sexuality. Or the fact that maybe you don't want to put yourself in a box about having a sexuality and you just enjoyed a bit of cock. What do you do now? I don't know. Is he going to keep it a secret? Are you going to keep it a secret? Is it going to eat you up inside? I mean, can you imagine if you told your wife what you'd done. Let's put it to bed. It's a one-off, her brother said. Let's have it as a one-off. And I suggest that if he does fly over again, then you're never left together. You make your excuses and go to bed with your wife next time. And you don't put porno on. And you don't get your cock out in another man's company if you want to stay with your wife. If you're now fucking rampant for cock, then yeah, you must face your sexuality and you must tell your wife that, you know, I've got these feelings, I've got these gay tendencies and I want to act on them. You know, life's for the living and we only live one life. If we live it right, once is enough. But, you know, you are a married man. So in a heterosexual relationship, that's what you chose to do 18 years ago. I don't know whether you've cheated before. I don't know whether you've wanked over gay porn before or whatever kind of porn you were fucking watching. But what do you do now? You don't do anything. Let the brother fuck off back abroad and live his life. See how you go on. Can you get it out your head? Can you dismiss what's happened? Do not upset your wife unless you really have to come clean because it's keeping you up at night. You don't feel comfortable with what you've done. It's something that you want to continue doing, therefore you tell your wife and you break it off, then you don't cheat. But you've asked me, am I gay? I don't think you're gay. I think you're bisexual. And that's okay. Saposexual? What am I talking about now? I think you're bisexual. Ignore what I've just said because I have no idea what that is. But will somebody tell me, do boys do that? Do boys all watch porn together, have a wank and wank each other off? Do they? Do they? That has been tonight's night time with Nelly. Have you enjoyed it as much as I have? It was great to be back. But fuck me, pink, am I hot. I've got a fucking river running in between my fucking cleavage. The River Rhine. So I'm going to go and have a cool shower before uploading this to fucking YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed tonight as much as I have done. Anybody who sent me stars on tonight's show, thank you. It is much appreciated. Number 2, if anybody comments on your comments with prize, giveaway, winners, it's fake, it's a scam, don't fall for it. This was an over 18 show. Any advice I gave was purely for entertainment purposes. There was strong language and talk of a sexual nature throughout, so I hope viewer discretion was advisory there. Everything's been absolutely fantastic tonight. I've really enjoyed it. So I hope to see you all very, very soon. Take care, whatever you all do. Good night and God bless. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you've been watching me from. Bye, flower pots.